Hello YouTube and welcome to this new video on Wuthering Waves. On today's program we are going through version 2.7's trailer which just dropped after the live stream, but I'm gonna be honest, watching the live stream might be a bit time consuming given the fact that it is like 57 minutes long or something like that, so I decided the trailer would probably be a better option. But I'm not just doing this for me, I'm also doing this for you because keep in mind that while the live stream lasts for 52 minutes, it doesn't take into account the fact that I yap a lot. For instance, if you take a look at my last reaction video, which was on Reverse 1999 if I recall correctly, the trailer also lasted for 8 minutes or something like that, and I turned it into a 20-minute video. So in order to spare your time and mine, let's go through the trailer. Last thing to mention is that I will put the live stream codes in a pinned comment below. Although I will say 2.6 was already really good, so I have high expectations for 2.7.
This blood. It should be enough. How much time has passed?
No path to take. No way to go.
Oftentimes it isn't hell that people fear. They fear fear itself.
My god, she's
and
so
that
hot.
creates hell.
What?
See you all in hell.
Please tell me that's part of her powers. Please tell me we can actually fly with her.
Come, little lamb. Open your eyes. Sharpen your claws. It's time we journey into the underworld.
Whose voice is that?
You're welcome to try and stop me. But me? I'm not stopping this hunt anytime soon.
Oh no. What? Oh god, no. She's too hot.
Devour.
Oh my god. She looks way too good.
Hellfire.
Devour them all!
By my trigger. Enter Hell's gates.
Scorched to ash!
Okay, I see you.
Creatures lurking in the dark. I'll show you what the real darkness looks like.
Ooh, I like his voice.
Off with you. Stars realigned.
Yuan.
Mandate calls. Judgment falls.
Ooh, I really like his liberation.
Leviathan. I will deliver you her death.
Wait.
Protect the civilization capsule. That's what they're really after.
Prisoner Scar of Jinzhou. Surrender now.
You're too late, defender of Guanlong. Beneath the dark tide, it stirs once more. All hope will be swept away. Annihilation. Right on time.
What? Okay, yeah, wait. Too many things happened at once and my god. Okay. We have to talk about her, Galbrena, first and foremost. I think my first reaction when I saw her drip marketing like a few weeks ago was, oh god, no, she's hot. And, well, she's not disappointing. Definitely not. I mean, her drip marketing was already very good looking, and now we see her actually in the game, and my god, she looks so good. Her animations are also quite crazy. Like, I mean, look at this. It feels like she's doing this effortlessly. This looks awesome. But yeah, I have a problem, guys, because I used everything I had to pull for Chakona, her weapon, Yuno, and her weapon. So now my funds are kind of limited. But my god, this woman, I need to pull for her. This is going to be a problem for me, god damn it. Yeah, I knew she was going to be trouble for me as soon as I saw her drip marketing, but this This, I guess, is the nail in the coffin for me. So, well, we'll see how things go. Maybe, hopefully, she will come home very early in my polls. And then, of course, we have Chiu Yuan, and he does look good, but I don't know, his design is a bit more simple, it feels. But he still looks good, just not exactly my cup of tea. Although now that I think about the fact that I used the word simple to describe his design, I'm also thinking that Galbrena doesn't have a whole lot of fabric covering her body. So I guess in a way, her design is also quite simple, but in a very different way. But for dudes, I will say Jian's design, for instance, is much more appealing to me. I guess maybe Chiu Yuan is a bit more discreet than Jian is. I suppose it makes sense, Jian is the general. Though, to be fair, I have no idea who Chiu Yuan actually is. But that makes me think of something else, which is the fact that I was wondering who he was and why he was here in this story, because he is indeed from Huanglong. On the other hand, Galbrena seems to be from Rinasita, I think, so it could make sense that she would be here, but I could be totally wrong. We don't really know a whole lot about her. The only thing we know is that we saw her at the end of the first phase of 2.6's story. Apparently, if I recall her words, she wants to hunt down the Threnodian. Except, for some reason, her way of hunting down the Threnodian, or in her case, she calls it the Leviathan, her way of doing it is to apparently attempt to murder poor Cartithia. I mean, I guess there is a point to what she's doing, maybe, because Cartithia does have a connection to the Threnodian and to the Sentinel. But I guess we are more inclined to lean towards the Sentinel side when we're looking at Cartithia. Maybe Galbrena is mostly looking at the Threnodian side, I guess. Although she said something else that made me think that maybe this is a misdirection. Like the teaser is showing us that Galbrena is probably going to try and attempt to murder poor Cartithia, but in truth, maybe it is all part of her plan, Galbrena's plan, and maybe even Cartithia, maybe she's in on it, but maybe they have a plan to try and fool the Threnodian or something like that. I'm willing to bet it would probably be that. Although having playable characters who would try to murder each other, I guess it would be pretty interesting. It would add some variety, because usually we get characters that are very nice, very good and stuff like that. But we've got Frolova, for instance, who is a bit more complicated. Same thing with Camellia, I would say. Though Frolova actually occupies the role of an antagonist. And speaking of Frolova, it looks like she's back, which is kind of confusing for me because I thought she had more or less died at the end of her quest, and what remained was only some kind of a copy or residual consciousness inside of a sonorosphere. So I guess maybe I misunderstood the end of that story. Unless she manages to affect the real world through the sonorosphere that she's now in. That could also be a possibility. Speaking of returnees, we have one more returnee in Avidius here, who is battling some task at Discord. I'm quite happy to see him, because I've said it many times on stream, but I genuinely like Avidius. I feel like he's a good dude who's just trying to live his life, but he's been manipulated by Cristoforo his entire life, and his life is a lie. So he may or may not have a bit of an issue with that, which is understandable, but I really hope he'll be okay. I know he's just some random NPC, but I really feel for the guy. On the other hand, someone I do not actually feel for is him. Scar. Or rather, it's just that I don't feel bad for him. I just like him as an antagonist. And the voice actor for Scar, I don't know who that is, but they are doing such a fantastic job at portraying kind of like an over-the-top villain who's half crazed and half murderous, I suppose. Or in this case, I guess he just wants to annihilate everything. But yes, I am actually quite happy to see Scar again, and I don't think we need to wonder about what his role is going to be in the story. Now then, let's take a look at the new characters and the event and all the good things that come with it. Although, while I'm staring at this image, of course I see that front and center we have Galbrena and Chiu Yuan, but more importantly, my waifu Zani is still here. I'm always very happy to see her. Oh, and by the way, I forgot because I started transitioning from one subject to the other slowly, but the first part was I was thinking of Chiu Yuan. Why the heck is he here since he's from Huanglong? And my guess is that he was sent by Huanglong, either by Jinshi or Jian perhaps, to capture Scar again, because Scar was in the custody of Jinzhou. But enough of my yapping, let's see now what we have in this patch. Of course, Galbrena. She's fusion, okay. And Yuan is arrow, that I did remember, and he definitely looked like it. Wait. Fusion attribute, pistols, I mean, we saw her using her pistols. For once, we actually have a character that uses their weapon. I say this because when you take a look at Yuno, for instance, she's a gauntlet user, but she uses a bow, right? If you take a look at Zani, she's also a gauntlet user, but she uses a shield that turns into a giant sword. So yeah, for once we have a pistol user that actually uses pistols. And then we have Qiu Yuan, who is an arrow sword user. That did not exactly come out as a surprise. Man, no, her weapons look awesome. No. You can't do this to me, game. Oh my god, the weapons look amazing here. Lux and Umbra. Interesting names. Well, now I have to pull for her weapons too. God damn it. I'm supposed to be saving for a computer. At this rate, I'm never buying a new computer. Oh my god. Yeah, his sword also looks quite good. New main quest, it is called Chapter 2, Act 10, The Bygone Shall Always Return. I wonder if that means that something from the past is actually going to come hunt down Carterthea. It would make sense. Maybe Galbrena is that something from the past that is hunting down Carterthea for her connection to the Threnodian. Ah, well, hopefully she'll be okay. Segue, after story, a stranger. Oh, I assume that might be a character Oh no, after story. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, they've introduced this a couple of patches ago, I think. And well, as the name suggests, after the main story, you usually have a tiny quest, and it's usually to go talk to someone at the end. So I see that they are continuing with this trend. I mean, why not? I don't really see a problem with that. New location, Sanguis Plateau, 3 Heroes Crest. Oh, so it's an extension of what we already had of the Sanguis Plateau? I thought it kind of looked like an island already, so maybe it's another island? Certainly quite pretty. Though it has kind of an eerie feel to it. Journeying Paradise. Oh, ooh, okay, that looked really good. Another new nightmare, the baby Virid Blaze. So what does it do? Does it just sleep all day long? Oh no, not the baby rostrum. New Sonata effect, Flame Wings Shadow. Interesting. I assume that would be a new set for Galbrena. And it is once again in the nightmare form of farming, which I don't quite know how to feel about, because they had introduced this with Frolova, if I recall correctly, and also with Augusta, and well, technically speaking, there is another set, but I don't really know who it is for. But my problem with this is that the number of echoes dropped is not quite consistent, so I don't really know if it's worth it or not, compared to regular farming, I mean, in actual sonorous spheres. But at the same time, this is free because we don't need to use wave plates. So I don't really know how to feel about it. And actually, I almost forgot the main point here is that when you're farming for these echoes in these nightmare challenges, they do not drop echo EXP. And since you can't turn your 5-star echoes into EXP, well, it's kind of hard to farm because at the end of the day, you still need that echo EXP in order to level up the echoes that you get from this. So you still need to spend wave plates to get those. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to feel about this this new way of farming echoes. There are some pros, but also some cons, in my opinion. Okay, we have a combat event. We always appreciate those. Oh, that's a different type of combat event than what I had in mind. Okay. Interesting, so we have a new type of gameplay for this combat event. I was thinking of the regular combat event. Oh, Oh, and we get a new profile thingy. Okay, nice. Nice. I appreciate that. Combat photography event. What do you mean combat photography event? What does that mean? Oh, Zani. Yes, when she appears on my screen, I cannot say anything. Oh. Can we slow down time in order to take screenshots? Okay, okay, I like it. I like it a lot. Then platforming event, okay, why not? Lolo Logistics, always there to bring us some goodies. As usual, the temple as well, good. Oh, hologram, Lioness of Glory, okay. Might be a bit tough. What is this? Resonator Ascension... Wait. Resonator Ascension Planner. Wait a second. No, 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 go back, go back. I need to look at this in detail. Ooh, okay, okay, this could be real nice. Okay, I really like this new feature because it reminds me of the way Honkai Star Rail does things, where you can pin a character that you want to build and they will actually show you what materials you need and how to get them. And it's very intuitive, it's very easy to go through. So if they implement this in Wuthering Waves, I would be very happy. Now what is this? Oh, gallery for enemies. Oh, and we have categories in the gallery for the enemies. Okay, cool, why not? Added a shortcut to data modify on the Echo upgrade menu. What does that mean? How does it work? Wait. I'm not sure what that functionality was because it looked exactly the same as how it works in general. So, I won't lie, I am very confused. Oh, added the journey log feature to the quest system. That is actually quite nice. Interesting. Okay, I'm all for it. Can we actually take a look at the CGs as well? Added the overworld button to a certain in-game menus. What does that mean? Upgraded the event menu. Oh, so you can differentiate the permanent events from the time-gated ones and the ones you've already completed, I think. Terminal swap? Oh, good, nice. Okay, it does arrive a bit late, not gonna lie. We're almost at the tail end of Rinasita's story, right? So it would have been nice if we had this, but at the very least, it is a new cosmetic thing that we can use to customize our rover. Optimize the display of weapons. Okay, not exactly sure how that's optimized, but okay, cool. Mode global filter available across all platform. Okay, that's something that I've been using actually. It does, you can really make your game prettier with this. It's actually quite nice. Eye comfort. I don't know what that is. Eye comfort. Is this supposed to comfort my eyes? Oh, environmental interactions on PC in certain scenes. Ooh, that actually looks really nice. That looks like it's probably going to kill my computer, but it looked nice. But I guess this is the end for the trailer. Interesting. Oh my god, I've already been recording for 42 minutes. I told you guys, this is way too long. Thank God I didn't actually watch the live stream and I decided to go with the actual trailer. But of course, I had to end the video on a very particular image that I have selected, hand-selected just for you, or maybe it's just for me. You know what, it's probably for all of us. But the fact is that Galbrena is hot, and that is mostly what I've retained from this trailer. Although, don't get me wrong, the story is interesting, I do want to know more about it. But yeah, unfortunately, Galbrena's hotness is eclipsing everything else in my mind, and I can't think of anything else. But In truth, I am very excited about version 2.7. I don't really know how my polls are going to go, especially because in this trailer we didn't get to see who the rerun banners were. Wait. Aha! Well, after all, I had to take a look at the live stream in order to look at the banners. So let's take a look together at what the rerun banners might be. And let me remove the French subtitle on top of the English subtitles. There you go. Okay, so Galbrena is first, of course. Okay, we get a Lupin rerun, why not? With their respective weapons, of course, that makes sense. And Lupin's weapon looks really good. Then we have Qiu Yuan in the second phase, right? Who is going to be his rerun? I'm worried. No! No! You can't do this to me, game. No! No! Oh my god. I knew this would happen. I had a feeling it would happen. I mean, Chekona got a rerun this patch, so it would make sense that Zani would get a rerun of her own. My god, no. This is awful. Because Galbrena is way too hard for me to handle. I need to pull for her. But Zani remains my main, and I want to S6 her. I am already at S4, so if I pull for Galbrena, I won't be able to get Zani's last two sequences. I don't know what I'm going to do. But Zani is my main. I have to pull for her last two sequences. She deserves them, even though I lost 3 50-50s on her banner. Let's not talk about that. Still, she deserves everything. I know I don't need her sequences, because she's already strong enough. She is definitely my best build character and my best character overall. But if I can max her out, I would be very happy. So how am I supposed to do this? Oh my god. I am doomed. I am doomed. But at the same time, yeah, I am happy to see her again. So, well, that's a problem for me, I suppose, and anyone else who might be in the same situation as me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video in some way, shape or form, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel as it helps keep the happy and happy Owl TV. And if you want to see me live, I actually live stream on both Twitch and YouTube every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday at 6 PM Central European Summer Time and every Saturday at 4 PM Central European Summer Time. On that note, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video or the next live stream.